Everyone, you are in for a treat. I have such a special guest on our Mounjaro Monday Live today. I've got a new friend, Tuan, from Traces of Tuan's Life. She is incredible. If you ever think I'm joyful, I am nothing compared to Tuan. She has got me beat. I know, but she is so much fun. I love her channel. Sometimes she's so full of joy, she'll just burst out in song. She is a hoot and a holler good time, and she's crazy inspiring. She has lost over 125 pounds taking Zepbound. I am so proud of her and so in awe of all she does, because it's not, you're going to learn real quick. If this is your first time hanging out with Anchor Moments and meeting me, my name is Gina and I have type 2 diabetes and I've been taking Mounjaro. This will be my 90th shot that I'll be taking live tonight. This is my husband, Jeff.
Hi.
Jeff does not have type 2 diabetes, but he is also on a weight loss journey, doing it the old-fashioned way. And together, we're working really hard trying to get some pounds off. And I will tell you, I wish I could say taking a GLP-1 will just melt the fat off your body, but it doesn't. It's helpful and it's a great tool, but you still have to do all the work. And I want to tell you.
But it's easier to do the work.
It is
because
easier.
Of the lessening of the food noise.
Right. You have less food noise, less cravings. And if you have type 2 diabetes, it does help you with insulin sensitivity. And it's lowered my A1C to a normal range. My A1C is 5.6. So I'm really excited about that. And I have lost weight, not as much as my girlfriend Twaun, but I have. I maintained this week. I'm down 43 pounds since I started on January 10th when I gave myself my first Mounjaro shot. I had lost 8 pounds before I started Mounjaro. So I am down 51 pounds total from my profile picture. And I had this Anchor Moments YouTube channel before I got type 2 diabetes, and I added a type 2 diabetes playlist and then the Mounjaro Monday Lives 90 weeks ago. So if you want to see what I looked like 51 pounds ago, you can check out some of those old videos where I have guests who share the moments in their life that have anchored their faith. And those are really fun videos too that you could check out if you'd like. All right. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And also, if you've had any wins this week, put that in the chat. And after I'm done with my interview here, we are going to answer those questions for you. And we love celebrating your wins. All right, everybody. Right now, here we go. Do I click on this?
No.
How do I add her to the stage? Right here?
No.
All right, I'm going to let you click. Can you add her on?
Right there, the third one.
The third one?
I showed her this before we started.
I know. It's always great having Jeff as my tech support. Yay, and here we have Twaun. Yay! Woo-hoo!
Yay!
Raise the roof.
How are you?
Oh, it's just so nice to have you here, Twaun. Twaun, can you tell us a little bit about your journey? What started you on GLP-1s? I know looking at your channel, you actually started on Wegovy, I think.
Yes, I started on Wegovy in February of 2023. I actually started GLP-1 because I was just tired. You know how the old people say, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being fat and being obese. And I just really wanted to do something about it. And I had started doing intermittent fasting, and it just wasn't sustainable for me, to be honest with you, because I'll drop like 11 pounds the first week, and and I just didn't keep up with it. And I'll lose the weight, and just so much was just going on in my life. And then next thing you know, I stopped. I just wasn't staying with it for a while, long enough. Let's just say that. It was like I was with my whole journey.
Twaun, there, did you get a chance to see when Oprah did a special a year and a half ago about GLP-1s? And she had obesity experts on there, doctors and all kinds of things. And she really described it well for all of us, Tuan. You know, when you battle obesity and you go on some weird diet, some fad diet that you're trying to do, or even Weight Watchers, any of those.
Diet?
Yeah, the grapefruit diet, all these different diets, you can do it for a while. For a while, you can white knuckle it and do it. And it's like your head is being pushed underwater until finally you've got to take a breath and you can't take it anymore. And then when you go up for air and you break the diet for even, a couple of days, all of a sudden the weight just comes piling back on. And it's just so hard to be sustainable.
Exactly. And that's how it was with me with intermittent fasting. And I just was like, you know what, Twaun, just having conversations with myself, because I would go outside in the morning and I would walk. I was fortunate enough that when I built this home, one of the ladies who also built her house out here, she's a personal trainer.
Ooh.
And so I'm an early morning person, and I would go outside in the morning at 5 o'clock and walk. And she had clients that would come in to her at 5:30 in the morning, and they would be out there running, and she would have her garage up because her garage was a gym. And so she was working out with them. So I felt safe, to keep it going. And she would always encourage me too as I was walking and stuff. And she's like, I'm always here if you need help, if you need assistance. And to be honest with you, I'm looking at the people that she was training, because she had like a little boot camp, be like 3 or 4 of them out there 5:30 in the morning, And I'm looking at the people, and one of the guys, he was a firefighter. He would have on his firefighter outfit and, and stuff like that. I'm looking at them people like, I can't work out with them people. I'm 200 pounds heavier than them. I was like, no. I said, I'll just slow y'all down. This is what I would say to her. I'll just slow y'all down, And so I would just walk, and she, she'll always encourage me, and stuff like that. And so I was like, well, let me drop about a good 50 pounds and then I'll come join you. I used to say little stuff like that to her. And so make a long story short, I was just like, just walking one morning, and looking at the people. And as I'm walking, they running circles around me, because where we live at, it's like a big circle, like a track, our subdivision. Okay. And so I was just thinking, I want to get like that one day, so I'm just having deep thoughts. And I was like, okay, Tuan, this is what you're going to have to do. What is it that's keeping you from really sticking to something? What is it? And one of the things was I was too busy. I was too busy doing too many other things. I was in school at the time, working a full-time job, and I was mentoring. I had been mentoring for 10 years. I used to mentor teenagers here in Hillsborough County who are either pregnant or have a baby, and so I had done it for like 10 years. So I said, you know what? February will be 10 years for me. I think that'd be a perfect time for me to stop. So I already had it all planned out. February, I'm going to stop. I knew at that point, I had made up my mind that it's time for me to put everything to the side, everybody and everything, and start focusing on me.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of things within the church. I backed away from all of that, everything. I said, I don't want anything on my table, nothing but Twaun. Because I knew that if I kept doing other things, I wasn't going to stick to me. I was going to put other people before me. And so at that moment, I had made up my mind. This is what I was going to do. And I was at that time we was working from home, but with my position, I have to go into my local facility every now and then, for different things. So I happened to go in, and I was talking to one of another supervisor, because I was a supervisor at the time, and I was talking to another supervisor. I was like, hey, you don't lost a lot of weight, And they was like, yeah, I'm on this injection. She didn't say pen. She said, I'm on this injection. I give myself these shots. And when she said that, I shut down. So I'm like, shots? No, I'm not giving myself no shots.
I know. Didn't it sound so scary? And to give yourself a shot in your stomach, you're like, oh my gosh, that would be like so painful. It was so scary.
Yeah. And so, but I'm studying looking at her. So every now and then you're looking good, or whatever. And she was like, yeah, So finally one day I asked her for the name of the medication again. She was on Mounjaro. So I started researching, doing my own little research. to see what this Mounjaro is about. And because I was already on YouTube, I already had a YouTube channel. First thing came to my mind was see what's going on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the ladies that I follow on YouTube, I actually met her in a group prior to me starting, is the Patrice Denise.
Okay.
And I knew she was on something too, but I guess it really didn't register then.
Mm-hmm.
And so finally when it clicked, oh, Patrice is on this. So I started really watching more and more of her videos, but she didn't really show a lot. She didn't really show a lot of her. I don't think she ever did an injection video at that time, but I knew she was on the medication. She was talking about her journey with diabetes and, and stuff like that. So I would watch some of her stuff and then other people. And so finally one day I reached out to my coworker and I said, hey, do you mind, giving me your physician's information, because I want to, do a consultation and, ask more questions and stuff like that. So she was like, yeah, sure. I went in for a consultation. I had no idea that this physician was going to have a box of medication already in her office.
Wow.
Yes. And she was like, if you serious about this and you really want to start, she told me, I can't give you Mounjaro. Unfortunately, I'm not able to give you Mounjaro because according to your blood work, you're not a diabetic. And when she said that, it was like my heart just dropped. I'm like, I don't do all this research. I was just so ready to give it a try. And you telling me I can't start. She's like, but however, I can't offer you Wegovy. And she said that your insurance company should pay 100% of it. And I was like, okay. So I'm thinking, okay, she's going to write my prescription. I'm going to have time to go home and digest it all and all this good stuff. And she was like, and here's your box. I was like,
wow. She gave you a free box of samples?
A free box. The pharmaceutical reps was giving her free boxes to offer, to everyone. I was like, a box?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, a box. And so she had all these demo pens and she went to showing me, how to use the pen and everything. And I was like, okay. And so during that time, I was doing videos on home decor.
Okay.
And I came home from the office and I sat down on my sofa and I started recording and I started sharing, with my home decor subscribers, what was going on. And I have this box of medication that my doctor told me to start on Saturday. And here it is. It was Wednesday. And so I'm telling them I'm supposed to start this weekend. She told me to start this weekend, since I'm off on the weekend. She thought it'd be better if I take it on the weekends. That way, if I'm having any, nausea or any type of side effects, stomach pains or anything, headaches or whatever, it's the weekend. I don't have to worry about being sick while I'm at work. And so as I'm talking, I'm like, well, I work from home. So why don't I just go ahead and just do it now and get it over with? So in the middle of the video, I paused the video. I went in the bedroom. I changed clothes. I had on a dress. I changed clothes. I put on a t-shirt and some shorts. Whooped that pen out, and I gave myself my first injection that same day on a Wednesday. I was like, why wait? Just go ahead and get it over with. Do it
That's
now.
right. Let's go.
Let's just get it going.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how my journey began. That's how I began my journey.
Okay.
Yeah,
and so
I'm
you
a coworker.
Govi, and you did a Govi for about a year, correct?
I did Wegovy for a year and 9 months, I believe.
Okay.
I started so I started February the 22nd of 2023, Wegovy.
Okay.
And I started my first injection of Zepbound on December the 4th of 24.
Okay. And so how much weight did you lose on Wegovy before you started Zepbound?
Okay, so on Wegovy, I got up to like 97 pounds weight loss. And then the very last week of me being on Wegovy, I gained. So I ended up being like 95.7 pounds, I believe, on Wegovy.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And then when you switched from Wegovy to Zepbound, was it because your insurance was able to take that and to try to give yourself another little boost for losing your next little section of weight?
Well, after being on Wegovy for about a good 6 months, I think that's when my doctor started telling me about Zepbound. That Zepbound was coming out, and she thought that would be a good fit for me. Because during this time, I was walking 4 miles in the mornings
Wow.
Monday through Friday, faithfully, and sometimes Saturday. So at least 5 to 6 days a week, I was walking. And then I had started going to a boot camp. Well, first I started going to a gym. Me and gym just don't mix because my patience short. And people get in those gyms that don't know machines with their cell phones and all that stuff. And I'm on a mission. I ain't got time for you playing with the cell phone, tweeting or whatever you're doing. I need you to get on up and move out the way because I already have my little workout plan, on my phone. Because like my brother, he would send me pictures of different machines, weight machines and stuff. And he'll say, do this many reps on this machine. Do this many reps on this machine, So I had a mission, I want to go to this machine, get my little reps out the way. Then go to this machine, get my reps out the way. I can't do that if you sitting there playing around on a machine. So I just got so frustrated. So I signed myself up for a boot camp because during that time, my nephew, he was a personal trainer at a boot camp over in another city.
Okay.
And so when they opened up a boot camp in my city that was like that, I was like, I gotta join it, So I was like one of they founding members. My name, I wrote my name on the floor and all that stuff, when they finally opened it up. And so I started going to the boot camp like 3 days a week. First, I started 2 days and I increased it to 3 days a week. So I would do my 4 miles in the morning before work, and then after work, I would go and I would do the boot camps last 50 minutes. I would do 50 minutes of the boot camp, like 3 days a week. So I was doing all that. Plus I was tracking, and she was like, you're doing a lot for, the weight loss that I'm seeing with you. I have clients that they don't do right. She was like, you're doing everything that doctors want to see. She was like, we're losing way more weight than you. And I was like, really? So it got to the point to one day she asked me for my cell phone. She said, let me hold your phone. I want to look at your tracker. I'm like, sure, here. And she sat there on my fitness pal and she was going through and she analyzed everything. And she was like, you're doing everything right. She was like, the weight you're losing is not Wegovy. It's you. She was like, it is you. She said, it's you. If you weren't tracking like you're doing, exercising like you're doing, you wouldn't have had this weight. I mean, she was honest with me, and she was like, you really need to consider Zepbound. And I'm one of those ones that I'm not real big on medication, and I don't know why I was being faithful to Wegovy, like if Novo Nordisk was paying me this big check or something. And I was like, no, I don't want to change. I don't want to change. I was like, well, let me just finish my 2 years out. This is what I was telling her. Let me just finish my 2 years, and then we'll think about it. And she was on me every visit. I was losing, but it was like a turtle to her. And she wanted to see me lose more, And I just didn't want to change. I don't know why I felt like I owed this company something, I just didn't want to change. And so as I'm sharing my journey here on YouTube with my son rays, they were very supportive and they would give me feedback. And then one day, I'm sure you're familiar with Isdarium because I saw him on your.
Yeah, I love Isdarium. He's a hoot.
Yeah, he is. He was on there in my live one night, and he asked me, "Have I considered Contrave?" And so I'll say, "Why have you taken it?" I want to know, have you taken? He's like, "No, but I know other people who have taken along with their Wegovy or whatever," and it got them started with losing weight. So my next appointment, I asked my physician for that, and she was like, well, I don't want to try you with that because of your blood pressure and stuff like that, but we'll do the phentermine. And so I was like, phentermine, I don't want that stuff, So she was like, let's just do a half a tablet, then you can work your way up to a whole tablet if you want to. But I never did do a whole tablet. I did a half a tablet. The minute I started to have a tablet, I started by losing weight. So she sent that information to my insurance company, let them know that, hey, we started on the phentermine. Can you go ahead and approve her for the Zepbound? They did approve me for the Zepbound. However, I guess it wasn't what they call formulary or something. It was like a non-formulary. So because of that, I would have had to pay like $600 and some out of pocket co-payment versus the $25 I was paying for Wegovy. So I'm one of the ones I like to pinch a penny. And I'm just like, I just keep on exercising, taking the phentermine or whatever, And she just kept like, no, but you really need to whatever. So I was like, okay. So I finally gave in because I had a lot of my son raised like, you need to just come on over to our family. Come on over and take the Zepbound. They just stayed on me. So eventually I was like, okay, let's just go ahead, and do the Zepbound. So the insurance company said that they had, I guess, different medications that I had to try first before they change it, what they call a tier 2 exception, to where they allow me to pay the same amount of money I was paying for Wegovy. But I
Okay.
had to take these other medications first. It was like 8 different medications on the list. And one of them was Saxenda. So
Okay.
I said, okay, here we go. She told me, she said, all I need to do is just take one injection, just one. Take the injection, call me back in 2 days and tell me it's not working, you can't eat, and I'm ready to send information back to the insurance company. So that's what we did.
Okay.
And so because of me procrastinating and taking so long to get started with it, by the time she did that, they said, oh, well, our guidelines changed as of July. So now here's another list of medications she had to take. And I was just like, you know what? Forget it. I am not going to be no dummy. They are not going to have me around here, taking this medication and that medication. Just forget it. I'll just stay on this Wegovy or whatever into the first of the year, and then I'll change insurance company. By that time, I started doing my research and realized that I could use another insurance company that my job offered, and they, would pretty much cover the medication.
Oh, good.
But then my son Ray was like, no, Tuan, I think you really should just go ahead, just try it. And so I was having a conversation with another content creator, and he was like, well, you know what? Why don't you just go ahead and, take the medicine now, the Zepbound now, and just get it in your system until your insurance company, until you switch over to the new insurance company in January. And I thought about it. I was like, you're right. Let me just give myself an early Christmas present. So I went ahead and I paid $650 for my first box that I started in December, and then my second box I paid another $650 because the insurance company didn't kick in until mid-January, so I had to buy my first 2 boxes. So yeah, that was like $1,300 and some dollars I spent on Zepbound for 2 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I'm so grateful because now I'm able to get 3 boxes, the 84-day supply, for $200 copayment. So.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Versus $650 some for 1 box.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is good. And so are you liking Zepbound better than Wegovy?
Yes, definitely yes. Because of the simple fact that I had stopped, losing weight with just Wegovy by itself. Well, put it this way, I would probably lose 0.2, or 0.6 or something like that with the Wegovy. And honestly, one of the reasons why I love the fact that I'm on Zepbound now is because I had been wanting to know what it felt like to have a no food noise. I had never experienced that on Wegovy.
So you still had some food noise on Wegovy, but you don't on Zepbound.
All the way. I crave all the time. I always, it was totally different. I have a total different feeling on Zepbound than I did with Wegovy. When I first started Zepbound, I was literally at work. Didn't even know it was lunchtime until I heard the microwaves going off. I didn't know it was lunchtime. And so I was testing it, and one of my coworkers, he was so mad at me. He was like, you better eat. It's 2:30. You haven't eaten anything yet. You're going to get sick. You're going to fall out around here. Because he didn't like that I was on the medication, And he was like, you're going to get sick. And So I got tired of him bothering me. I was glad that he loved me. He was concerned about me. But I was just really trying to say, I've never experienced this before. If I'm not hungry, let me just leave. But he kept coming to my desk. You ain't ate yet. You better eat. You gotta fall out around here. And all this stuff. So I was like, okay, let me just eat so you can leave me alone. So yeah, and I just tried it, just to see, how it was, because I had just started. So I wanted to kind of do what it do, without because a lot of people used to be on me on my journey because they couldn't understand why I would eat even when I wasn't hungry. And I was trying to explain to them that I eat because I want to continue to fuel my body. I don't want to be falling out, passing out, and all that stuff. And then I don't want to mess up my metabolism for one, for not eating, and things like that. So that's why I would eat even if I wasn't hungry, but I wouldn't overly do it. Let's say that I wouldn't force myself to eat a large amount if I wasn't hungry, but I'll still eat something,
And you need to have some protein. So if you do go where you're like not eating anything because you're not hungry and you're just, you're riding that wave, but you don't eat enough protein in a day, then as you lose weight, you're going to lose some muscle mass too. And you want to keep as much muscle as you can because it helps you with your metabolism. And you'll have less loose skin too.
Right.
You know, so you want to be healthy and, you know, and get some vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff.
Did Gina make the announcement that we are not doctors?
Oh, yeah.
And that you should always consult your doctor about medical advice.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just your sister from another mister that's on a Mounjaro journey, sharing my side effects and weight loss. And Tuan is too. We're just sharing our journeys of this is what we experienced. So that way it'll help you, and you'll get ideas to mention to your doctor. When you do go to your doctor visits, they'll be much more productive because we'll bring up some things that'll be an idea for you to talk to your doctor about.
And you'll know already from listening to us here that needle is nothing really to fear.
No. Wasn't that amazing that it doesn't hurt, Tuan?
Right, exactly. I was so happy about that. That it doesn't hurt at all. So happy. I saw somebody put a comment in the chat. RMZ Round Mountain Zepbound. He said can't use a savings card to knock it down. Unfortunately, because I'm a federal employee, they don't offer that savings card for federal employees.
Shoot.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Mm-hmm. Because I do get that savings card, and it's really, and that savings card's helped me. When I was,
it was unfortunate because it was when I had when I was on Wegovy, I used it. That's the reason why my copayment was $25 because it was supposed to have been more than that at first. But
so Wegovy will let you use it, and Mounjaro won't.
I'm on Zepbound, yeah. Eli Lilly
or Zepbound. It's the same
Eli Lilly don't give you the discount for federal employees. I don't know why. I don't know what it is with them in the government or whatever. I don't know, but you can't use it. And I was surprised because I actually found out about it by one of my sunrays. And I was like, really?
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird, right? Novo Nordisk lets you use it, but not.
And Mounjaro, Zepbound, Eli Lilly, that's an American company. And Novo Nordisk is like from Norway or something, isn't it?
I don't know what the deal is with that.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I always learn so much from my guests, and you're just a fountain of information. It's been so fun having you.
My sunrays are the fountain of information. They always keep me updated with stuff. I don't have to research stuff. They always bring it to me.
Yep, they're great. Yeah, I love my Anchor Moments community too. And I need a good name for them. I don't have a name for them yet. And I love how you call your community Sunrays. So I think I'm going to have to ask my community, do you have a fun name that you'd like to have? And give some name ideas.
I asked them. I was like, we need a name, and as we were talking, for some kind of reason, somebody was saying how when I come to my channel, it's like I bring this bright sunshine, whatever. And so I said, okay, well, let me call y'all the sun. And it was like, no, you're the sun. We'll be the sun sign. I was like, let's be the sun rays. And we just went with that.
Yeah, it's precious. It's precious. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. And I'm one of your sun rays too, because I've been starting to watch a lot of videos on your channel.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, and you inspired me. I saw you do that you were going to do that 10-day 50 squats challenge. And I will tell you, I saw you on, I thought it was on I don't know if it was on your first day or second day of your challenge. I started doing the 50 squats too. And I was going great until last night. I babysat my 1-year-old grandson. And by the time his parents came to pick him up, I was exhausted and I went to bed. And then this morning I woke up and went, dang it. Did I not do my squats yesterday? Son of a gun, because I was so excited to tell you that I'm right on with you and I haven't missed a day yet. And I missed a day. So I had Jeff tape me video me doing my 50 squats today, and I've started over because I want to do 10 days in a row so I can complete that challenge, 10 days in a row of 50 squats a day. So if any of you guys would like to join us, I started today, so you can start today, and I got a little 5-minute video of me doing my 50 squats that you can do, and I do give lots of cred to Tuan for getting me excited about starting, and my buddy Pam from Mounjaro Journey with Pam. I mentioned it on Monday when she was my guest. She had skin removal surgery after having lost 160 pounds.
Yeah.
And she was my guest, and I told her I watched you and how you were going to be my next guest, and you were doing this 50 squats a day challenge. So I'm doing it too. And Pam's like, well, I'll do that. That sounds great. And so she's been giving you shout outs on her channel as well, doing it. And, but I wasn't taping them. And, but since I messed up, and I'm always honest with you guys, I tell you the real deal, if I'm doing well or not, however I'm doing, I share it with y'all. And I did mess up last night. So I'm starting over, but this time I'll be doing a video every day. So you'll know if I really did my 50, my 50 squats 10 days in a row.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You could have just doubled up on it, just do
I thought about that.
Just keep going.
But that's not the same. That's not the same.
You're
the
right.
challenge is a challenge. Right. and I'm telling everyone, if you can't do 50 at once, that's okay. If you can do 5, if you only can do 5, you do maybe 5 an hour for 10 hours or something. You work it, or 25
hours.
Well, every hour, stand up to stretch, do 5 squats, so it's a way to get out of your chair, move around a little bit.
Exactly. And people think 50 squats, oh, that's nothing. Okay, you start doing it. You start doing it, especially if you haven't done squats in a long time. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna really feel it. That second day, I was feeling it. Yeah. But then I think after the 3rd or 4th day, the pain kind of went away a little bit. But for some reason this morning, I felt that pain came back again.
Oh yeah, I saw that one where you had a saying that from the Marines.
Yeah.
No pain is, what is it? It's not like no pain, no gain, but pain is releasing weakness.
Pain is weakness leaving the body.
Pain is weakness leaving the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a Marine saying, and your brother was a Marine. So
he's
next
still
time
he's still a Marine. They say once a Marine, always a Marine.
There you go. There you go. But give him a hug and thank him for me for his 8 years of service in the Marines, because I
would definitely let him know. He'll probably be watching this. He'll probably watch it because I sent it to my sister-in-law, so I'm sure she'll tell him so he can watch it.
But what's his first name?
His name is Thomas, but we call him TJ.
TJ.
Yeah,
well,
TJ. Thomas Jr.
Yeah. TJ, thank you so much for your service. God bless you, sweetheart, because that really is something. That is something.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I got another question for you. I've been asking all of my guests because a lot of us have this. You're doing great, and even while taking a GLP-1 and the weight's coming off, but we always have these little times where we get a stall. What have you done on any of your weight loss stalls that helped you to break the stall?
I've been asked this question before. I've never had a stall.
Wow, I'm so proud.
I've never had a stall. Now, what I have had was where I've gained like 3 weeks in a row at one time.
Okay.
Like for instance, last week I gained 1.5 pounds. The week before I gained 1.1 pounds. So I've gained 2.6 pounds within the last 2 weeks. That happens sometimes. And the next thing you know, boom, I have a loss. Mm-hmm. But I've never went several weeks where I just was at a standstill. That has never happened to me. It's either I'm up or I'm down. I do the seesaw thing. And one of the reasons why I don't get paranoid at all, Gina, about the little 1.2 to 1.1 gains and stuff like that is because I am on amlodipine and I do retain a lot of water. in my body. You know, a lot of water, I have a lot of water retention, and I know it's because of, you know, the sodium in my foods and because of the medication anyway. You know, I look at my legs, you know, like now my right leg, for some reason, it always have more edema in it than the left leg. You know, so that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get off this medicine so bad. My doctor did lower my amlodipine from 10 milligrams to 5 milligrams earlier this year.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And so when I went to my last appointment, he was going to look at it to see if he can cut it even more to 2.5, but he was like, nah, let's just wait a little longer. And I was like, yeah, because I'd rather be safe, you know, with it anyway, you know. And so what he did tell me to do, he told me that if I wanted to, because he know I'm on this journey, he know I'm on YouTube, and he know I weigh in on Wednesdays and all that. He told me if I wanted to get some of the water weight off me before I do my weigh-ins, he told me that Monday and that Tuesday, he gave me an option. He told me either I can take 2 of my water pills on Monday and Tuesday to help get some of the water off, or he told me to cut the amlodipine in half on Monday and Tuesday. One of the choice. So I was like, okay. So I cut it in half because I'd rather cut it in half than to take 2 of the water pills. I don't want to be running to the bathroom all day while I'm at work.
I can hear. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So that's why he told me to do it. And I love that my physicians, they're in on my whole journey. You know, they're so excited about it and, you know, and stuff like that. Because he told me, you know, he was like, yeah, you know, what you can do is these 2 options. And I was like, okay. So that's what I do. On Mondays and Tuesdays, I'll take half of amlodipine in the morning.
Okay.
I'm not taking no 2 water pills because I don't want to be all day running to the bathroom. Yeah. So with that being said, that's one reason why I don't get bent out of shape about the little gains that I have, because I know that, you know, I'm going to be retaining water.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, for me, I weigh myself every day. However, when I weigh myself every morning after I go to the bathroom, you know, naked on the scale, whatever the lowest weight is of the week, of the 7 days in a row, that's how much I weigh. And that's what I tell myself, because I know, because I fluctuate up and down. There's 2 pounds that I'm always fluctuating like this. And it depends, you know, did I poop that morning or not? Did I, how much sodium did I have the day before? There's so much that goes into it. Your body naturally does those little fluctuations, and I don't want to miss my one day that's showing a pound loss. And if that was the day I didn't step on the scale, darn it, that'd be a disappointment to me. So I do weigh myself every day except for when I travel. And my husband just retired a year ago, July. And he was a school teacher and then was a webmaster for the school district and had a year-round job with the Chandler School District. And he retired a year ago in July. And we have a van that on the outside, it's a passenger van, but on the inside, it was converted into an RV. And so we've been going on some really long trips. I went, the biggest one was 2 months. We were gone 8 straight weeks of me not stepping on the scale.
Oh, wow. 8
yeah.
weeks.
Now I will say, this summer, when we did 8 straight weeks, when I came home, I was up 2 pounds. But 2 pounds for me is like crazy fabulous, because in my lifetime, decades of going, we never would go for more than a week, though. We never had more than a week vacation. But if we went anywhere, even visiting family for a week, when I would come home, I would gain at least 5 pounds. And one time we were gone for 8 days. And we stayed in my mom rented a house for a week where, my nieces and nephews, all of us were there in this house. And it was like living in a frat house for a week, because my nieces and nephews were all in their low 20s. So everyone could drink and all of that. And when we came back, Jeff and I both were up 11 pounds apiece in 8 days. So wow. So it's always between 5 and 8 pounds if I go on a 1 week break. So to
But
go
we didn't
8 weeks,
do that.
I was really
Yeah.
scared. So to be only up 2 pounds, not bad. Not
Right,
bad.
right. That was awesome. Well,
But I
that's
was
probably
still
because
taking my
you've learned lifestyle changes, since you've been
shot.
on it. So, you don't have to worry about the huge weight gains. And that's the same thing like with me. I weigh myself every day as well. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I weigh myself like twice a week. Wednesdays is my weigh-in day. That's my official weigh-in day. That's the day I'm reporting, my weight loss or whatever. And then like on Sundays, I try, because that's, to me, that's like midweek. So I try to weigh
Sure.
myself on Sunday just to see like where I'm
Where
at.
you're
That
going.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just recently celebrated my 50th birthday in
Oh,
Cabo, so
congratulations.
I didn't
Yay.
weigh myself that week, and it's so funny because I went to the gym to work out. There's a
Mhm.
scale in the room on the resort. They have scales even in your bathroom, and I was just like, no, I'm not stunning that scale. I didn't worry about getting on it. When I came home, to my surprise, I was down 1.2 pounds, I think, that week, and I ate.
Yay.
I ate. I didn't
Yeah.
track. I normally track. I ate what I wanted to eat. I didn't hold back. But what I did, I made healthy choices. I tried to make sure I got my carbs in for breakfast and lunch, and I didn't do carbs in the evening. So that was one of the things that I did. And then I limit myself on how many daiquiri drinks I was gonna drink. I say 2 a day, and that's it. So it's like
Yeah.
I already had a little plan before I got there. What I was gonna do. That type of
Oh,
thing.
sure. And it's probably
Mhm.
good to limit yourself to the 2 drinks. I know
Yeah.
I call those Mounjaro spankings. And in 90 weeks, I've had 3 spankings. And one of them was in Vegas. I had 2 lemon drop martinis, but I didn't have them side by side. They were hours apart. And for dinner, I had it was like lobster bisque soup, but it was with crab, and it was a crab bisque soup. And that was like the little side dish. And I still had, a fish with vegetables and that kind of thing for dinner. But and that crab,
Creamy,
oh, it was so
rich.
creamy. It was so rich.
I
And
love me
then,
some seafood.
having 2 of those lemon drop martinis, I woke up in middle of the night with a big Mounjaro spanking where things were coming out of both ends at once. It was horrible.
Oh
And so
wow.
I know I can't have 2 alcoholic drinks. I can have one and I can be okay, one in a day, but I can't have two, because then I have to worry that there might be a possibility I might get spanked, and I don't like getting spanked.
She wasn't drunk or anything.
No, I wasn't
Yeah, yeah,
drunk.
yeah.
I was a little tipsy though, because
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
hadn't been drinking for a long time. But
But the
yeah.
alcohol and the sugar and the
Yeah,
richness
I
of
always
it.
tell. See, I'm not really a drinker, so when I make my drinks, I'm like just this much alcohol. Yeah, so that's me. I'm like just a little bit, and give me the
Just a
rest for
little
the other
bit.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for my dad, he's been on a Mounjaro journey too. He's had type 2 diabetes for I think 27 years. I interviewed him. I've got a video of me interviewing
Mhm.
him, visiting him in Georgia. And one of the things that was a surprise to him is it took away any cravings for alcohol. And he likes having, really expensive, hard liquor alcohols, and he has them in his house. And he hasn't had a drink in like a couple of years. And he was never an alcoholic. It's just being on Mounjaro, he doesn't crave it. It's there if he wants it, but he's just not interested.
That's interesting because, like my sister, I have a sister that was on Wegovy at one point, and her physician actually taught her how to make her mixed drinks, drinks,
Mhm.
her tequila, because she loved tequila. My sister's a tequila drinker. So he taught her how to make her drinks with her tequila because he said that he felt like it wasn't her diet what she was eating, it was her drinks, her
Mm.
alcohol drinks, the reason why she was gaining weight. And that if she would cut back, so he started showing her how to make her drinks using I guess the different sugar-free things to put
Oh yeah,
inside
like the skinny
fruit.
martinis and stuff.
Yeah, so she started doing that, smushing up, the raspberries, the berries and stuff, and adding those to her drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah, make them a little healthier.
Using stevia, with the fruits and stuff
Yeah.
like that. To make her syrups for her drinks and stuff.
Yeah. And for me, ice cream. I love ice cream. I can give up cake. I can give up cookies. I can give up candy bars, but I love ice cream. And I got myself my mom got me a Ninja Creamy for Christmas. And I love making healthy ice creams now. It's so good. So incredibly delicious. And it's all healthy. Like I can have ice cream for dinner because I'm making like a special protein ice cream or whatever.
I have one of them sitting at the bottom of my Amazon list because I was going to buy one for my husband because he loves ice cream. Blah, blah, blah. He has high cholesterol. So I wanted to get one so I can start making ice cream for him because he can eat ice cream every day.
Every day. And I never get tired of it. My favorite is I use Fairlife chocolate milk, and I'll add peanut butter powder to it. That PB Fit, that it's like peanut butter, but it's dried up and it has less fat in it. So I'll add a little PB Fit to it. I'll throw in a scoop of Vital Protein collagen powder, which actually I think makes it thicker, makes my ice cream a little bit thicker. And then I stir it up, and then I throw in a tablespoon of monk fruit to just up the sweetness a little bit, but without adding extra calories. And I put that in the freezer, and oh my gosh, it's so
I'm gonna have
good.
To get one when you're talking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one because I have it sitting at the bottom of my cart, and I just haven't actually put it up to purchase it yet.
Okay. And another thing that's really good with it too, you can get like a can of pineapple chunks, that one that's in pineapple juice. So it's just, no sugary syrup or anything like that. And that's it. You pour that in one of the little containers, stick it in the freezer, and it blends it up so smooth. Oh, it is so delicious. And it's just pineapple. I'm just eating pineapple. Okay. And it's crazy good.
Okay, you're giving me some good ideas. I'll throw me some coconut in there with that because I love me.
Yes, pina coladas are my favorite. So yeah, absolutely. And you can get Greek yogurt plain and throw a little honey in it or whatever, little bit of vanilla. Stir that up and then put that in plus the pineapple and the pineapple juice. Sprinkle a little coconut on that.
That sounds good.
So good. So good. And you got a whole bunch of nutrition in there too.
Yep, that sounds good.
All right. Want me to hit reading some of the comments we got here?
I don't know. I've seen a bunch of good comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw a lot of good comments too.
All right. Well,
And just also, don't forget to take your shot tonight.
Oh, okay. Should I do my shot first? Because I do forget.
No. Go ahead and do comments.
All right. We'll do some comments, but don't let me forget to take my shot. I got it ready to go live here. Okay. Let's swing up to the top and see who we got with us today. Oh, you going to do it for me?
Yes.
This is his computer, and he's got this little wheel thing.
A scroll wheel.
A scroll wheel. I'm never as good with it as he is.
Okay. Wow. See how many.
I see a lot of people.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with Mindy.
There we go. You can.
Yeah. Mindy says, hey, one of Twaun's sun rays. Check it in here. Hey, Mindy. I love Mindy. Mindy's been on my show a few times. I think she's been on yours too.
That's how I found you, Mindy.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I went on Mindy. I looked at some of Mindy videos, and because one of my we was on my live, and one of the sunrays said that she saw Mindy singing or something on her channel, and I was like, Mindy have videos on her channel, so I went on Mindy channel, and she has, she's not trying to be a content creator, but she has a few videos on there. And I started watching them, and I saw where she had shared where she was on your live one night. So I watched it, and that's how I found you.
Oh,
so I went to your channel, and I watched another video, and then one night I came to your live, and I actually saw a few of my sunrays in your live. Yeah.
Aww.
That's how I found you.
Oh,
Mindy.
cool beans.
Mayor Mindy. That's what we call her,
Yes,
Mayor
Mayor
Mindy.
Mindy. That's right. That is right. Hey, we got Traveling Tea in the house. Hey, Traveling Tea. And Linda's Journey's here.
Hey,
Yay.
Linda.
And we got Grant tonight saying hi to everybody. And Empowered
Teddy
Wellness
D.
by Teddy D. She one of your Sunray? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a content creator as well. And Teddy he just celebrated his birthday on yesterday, right, Teddy?
Oh, happy birthday, Teddy D. That is a fun.
He's a Sunray. He's on is it Mounjaro? I think he's on Mounjaro. He on Zepbound or Mounjaro, one of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool beans. Well, welcome, Teddy D. And we got Robin Lockwood in the house, and she's been a guest on my show before too. And Round Mound is Zepbound. Yay.
Everybody knows Carl.
And we got Losing It Grays in the house. And Mounjaro Journey with Pam. And she says, hello, friends, Gina and Jeff, Twaun, Meyer, Mindy, Linda, Grant, Mia, Robin, Cindy, and everyone coming in. And we've got Nicole Thomas here too. Hey, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. She's a Sunray.
Yeah. And Pammy says, I enjoyed Twaun singing too, as well as her inspirational messages with Christ as well.
Oh,
amen. And Twaun, if you'd like at any point to share a moment in your life that has anchored your faith, you're very welcome to. That's what my channel was originally, is I would get people who would share those special goosebump moments where they are just 100% sure God was there with them.
Oh my God, I have so many. Where do I start?
Oh, I know.
Not to put you on the spot.
Not to put you on the spot. If it comes up and a thought comes to you, think, oh, I can share such and such one, you are welcome to share that here, because that is what I did before I started doing videos about type 2 diabetes, because I didn't get that journey on there until I had my YouTube channel for over a year, and then I got type 2 diabetes and decided to do a playlist with that and add it.
Yeah. Well, I know one of the moments is with my weight loss journey. You know, God spoke to me and told me to be transparent. One day I was getting ready to do my video, and he was like, tell the people what you weigh. You need to really share your weight. You need to be transparent, because there are some people out there who really needs to hear it. There are some people that's looking for people like you, your size, who's going to be transparent and be real with them, because there's a lot of content creators that won't show you the scale. They'll tell you they're losing weight, but they won't show you. So I revealed to this community my weight before I even revealed it to my family. My husband didn't even know my weight. I would never tell him. He would ask, I wouldn't tell him. I would make him guess, and I would tell him he was hot or cold, but I would never confirm. So yeah, so this is me sharing traces of Twaun's life on here, my weight loss journey, that part of my life. That is my ministry. That's one of the reasons why I don't charge memberships, because I feel like, you know, the more I share and I do what God has told me to do, the more that he will bless me in other areas. And that has happened. That has happened so many times. I'm constantly getting blessings. Yeah,
I totally hear you with that. YouTube even sent me a message, 3 or 4 weeks ago, that, you know, if I would start charging memberships that month, they would give me a bonus $300, even if nobody signed up. And then they'd give me an additional $3 for everyone who did sign up for the next 30 days, with the possibility of getting $600 bonus dollars. And I thought about it, because I'm like, shoot, you know, I'm not rich. So, I mean, I could use $600, but it just didn't sit with me, because, you know,
didn't you discuss it with your husband?
I did discuss it with my husband too, because I'm like, oh my gosh, Jeff, that, you know, $300 for sure. No one even has to sign up. Just saying that we'd be willing to charge memberships. I could get $300. What do you think?
We were in agreement.
Yeah, it just, yeah.
It just don't seem right, you know.
I just want to add value because I like people,
Exactly. Exactly. And I was very transparent I'm very transparent about it all the time. And just recently I expressed it in one of my videos. And one of my new subscribers, she's also starting to become a content creator as well. She's a content creator. She commented and she told me, thank you. She said, I really appreciate you for not charging memberships because I would be one of those ones that couldn't afford it.
Yeah. And I have a quick story. I'm always full of stories.
You have a quick story? Why don't I get those?
Yeah. I was a Girl Scout when I was little. I was a brownie and had the little brownie uniform. And then in 4th grade, we moved up to the Girl Scouts where you had the green uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't do it after 4th grade because I remember sitting in school, and I loved Girl Scouts, and I would sell tons of Girl Scout cookies. Man, that's when you could go door to door by yourself. You didn't have to bring your mom or anyone with you. And I would go door to door through the town. I would sell the most Girl Scout cookies, and I got to go to Girl Scout camp in the summer, which was great. But in 4th grade, I had a different Girl Scout leader. And all Girl Scout leaders, they're all volunteers. But this particular Girl Scout leader, I remember she had a tin can and it had yarn glued around it in circles to decorate it. And she would start the meetings by passing around the tin can. And everyone was supposed to bring a quarter for dues. And my heart, it's scary for me to even think about it to this day, because I'd hear the clink, clink, clink as that tin can would be passed around, getting closer and closer to me. And I didn't have a quarter. She didn't kick me out, and I'd have to pass the can without putting a quarter in. And she'd say, well, you can bring it next week. Next week you can bring 2 quarters. But I didn't have any quarters. My parents were just barely making it. My dad had started a pizza business that wasn't making any money, and he ended up going bankrupt. So it was really, times were tight.
Yeah.
And so I didn't renew in 5th grade, and I loved Girl Scouts, but I didn't go back.
Oh wow!
I didn't give you credit for selling all those cookies.
I know, but that tin can.
Oh,
now,
wow.
Yeah, I just couldn't.
Isn't that something how that stayed with you all these years?
All these years. I mean, it makes my heart right now like feels like a little, just thinking about hearing that sound of the tink, 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 and then getting closer and closer and closer to me, knowing I don't have a quarter that I can put into that can. And then I didn't continue my membership in 5th grade. I was,
oh wow, that is awful. And so can you imagine now as an adult? Here it is on Anchor Moments. You have this great opportunity that you can share with who's ever in your life about your weight loss journey. Mm-hmm. But yet you're charging somebody $7.99 a month. And this person can barely keep their lights on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have it, but you have this one little thing that you can offer them that can save their life. Because you got to think about a lot of these people in our community. This is one thing I thought about. A lot of people in our community, God bless them. I'm not going to call no names, but they let their cars go back so they can afford their medications. Mm-hmm. They're donating plasma so they can afford their medications. Mm-hmm. And God knows what they're doing, Robert, Peter, Pay, Paul, and whatever else to afford their medications. Who am I? Who am I to charge these people? When I have this one little thing that God has given me that I can share with them. Mm-hmm. Who am I? Yeah, I am blessed, Gina. I delete tons of emails every single day from people. I have this one company right now. Matter of fact, Michelle's Mirror. She's here in Florida. She lives in Massachusetts, but she's here in Florida for a week at a conference due to her work. And she came down to the breast cancer event I did this weekend. So me and she is Tamika, another content creator, and Kim J, Healthy Life. We all went up to Orlando and spent time together yesterday with her. And as we were talking and she was asking me stuff because she's a new content creator, I showed her my email where this company is trying to send me a $1,400, well, $1,500, $1,499 treadmill that folds up real nice. But I don't want to give them my phone number. So we going back and forth. They ready to send it to me. I just want to get my number. So I said, I tell you what I'll do. Let me go ahead and create another Google number, and then you can have that. Because they want my number to give to the delivery company in case they need to call me or something. I'm like, I just have my number all the time. You know, I've never had a problem with delivery, but they was like, yeah, but we still need your number. So I said, okay, because I let my Google number go. When you don't use the Google number for a while, then Google tells you, hey, it's inactive. We need you to use it, or we're going to have to, you know, close it. And that's what happened. So I'm going to go ahead and reset up another Google number so this company can send me the treadmill. I don't even like treadmills. I don't. Bicycle and ellipticals. The Art Trainer is my favorite machine of all times. But now I don't feel in love with the Peloton. But I'm waiting on the day for the Art Trainer company to contact me for one of those. You know, the minimum is like $2,500. And I'm like, I don't want to pay that.
Ooh.
Yeah. But anyway, I have emails every day, tons of emails I delete because I don't want to do business with different people because I just don't want the product, you know.
Yeah,
because companies email me, weekly, want me to do deals with them, and I'm just like, I'm not on the compound, so I don't feel comfortable with sharing out the. It's just a no for me. Compound's a no for me. So since I don't really believe in it, don't trust it, I don't feel comfortable offering it to anybody else. The reason I'm bringing all this up is because I'm sharing with you how so many opportunities is coming my way, you know.
Yeah.
And it's at the point where I'm turning them down. I'm saying no. It's not like it's one or two, you know.
Wow.
I just feel like that's just favor from God. All the favors I'm doing, he just opening up the windows of heaven and pouring down blessings. I don't have enough room to receive. That's just the way I think of it. You know, I take stuff from the companies and stuff that I could benefit from, you know, like the companies that want to send me equipment that I know I can use and pass down and give it away to one of my family members or friends, or they want to send me some stuff like exercising clothes. The vibration plate I have over there, the company said, oops, sorry about that.
Oh, wow. So you got your vibration plate came to you for free so that you would market it for them? Or say something nice about it if you liked it? Wow.
Yeah. So I have companies all the time that, you know, sending me stuff. It's just sometimes I just say no because I'm like, I got something. I think I gave away 2 walking pads already. So I'm just like, I don't want another walking pad. But my brother keeps telling me, keep that stuff. And when you do gatherings, you know, meet and greets and stuff, you know, you can do raffles and give it to your servers. I was like, you know, you're right. So, you know, the little bicycles that the people, they're like scooters or bicycles. They're bicycles that they're, you can paddle, but then you can also.
The electric bikes, the e-bikes.
I had somebody want to send me a $3,000 e-bike, and I was like, I'm not gonna ride that thing. My brother was like, girl, you could have sold it on Facebook Marketplace after you did the video. And I was like, you know, I didn't think about that. So yeah, so I got to keep stuff like that in mind now. But yeah, I have companies all the time wanting to send me stuff to do a video.
You know, I've had just a handful email me, but they've been like special probiotic powders or things like that, and I'm too afraid to do it because what if it's not good and someone gets hurt from it? You know, so it's all been things like you would ingest, you know. So more, you know, protein powder thing that's got some extra goofy stuff in it. Well, I don't know where that came from. And if you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to sponsor anything that could possibly hurt somebody, you know? Right. So, but I love my, was it Life Pro? My Life Pro vibration plate. If they sent me another one, I'd be like, because I bought mine, but I'd be like, all right, you know, because I love it. Like if there was something that I agree with, or, you know, is something that I could use and I could believe in, I could do it, but I can't just whatever comes in the emails, but I'm a smaller channel.
Barb has a comment about that vibration plate when you get to it.
Oh, okay. But I love my vibration plate. I get on that all the time, and my mom loves it. So she's got it hers. They're not for everybody, but they've been great for me. And let's see, people still saying hey to each other. Traveling T says, Pammy, great job on the squats. And she's been calling out both of us, Mounjaro Journey with Pam. She's been saying, hey, Twaun and Gina, I'm doing my squats now. And then she'd do her squats. Aww. And hey, it's Darium in the house. And he says, good evening, Gina and Jeff, an extra special guest, Traces of Twaun's Life.
Yay!
We just love it, Darium. He's a hoot.
I know, right?
And I want to have him on my show sometime. So I'm telling you, email me. It's Darium. I'd love to have you be a guest. I think it'd be so fun to have you. And Linda's Journey saying hi to it's Darium and everybody. They're all just saying hi. We got good groups here. And hey, we got Calamity Jane back. And she says good evening to everybody.
Hey, Tracy.
Yeah. And Pammy saying, hello, King Darium. Yeah. And Linda's Journey's in the house. All right. And Losing It Gray says, hi, Darium. Did you get to try the Starbucks protein drink? I didn't know they had a protein drink. Have you ever tried it, Twaun?
I heard it. I haven't tried it, though. But I heard about it, but I haven't tried it yet.
And we got Harjarine in the house saying hi to us. Love her. And let's see here. Z's here too. Hey, Z. And they're all just saying fun stuff. Now, Grant says, has a question. He says, that with insurance. Oh, when you were paying the $200 for 3 months, and that's using your insurance.
Yes, using my insurance. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we got Joe Sleep and Slim Down Journey. Hi, Joe. And Elaine is here too. Hey, Elaine. Hey, and we got Logan in the house. He is my youngest viewer. And he's been following me for a long time. But how's school going, Logan? Hope you're doing well. And yep, everyone's saying hi to each other. See if we have anyone new. And Darium says, I did, Grace. I got the Venti sugar-free vanilla latte. It was 29 grams of protein and only 270 calories. That's not bad. That's not too bad at all. Sounds wonderful. And Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey says, hi, Linda. I should be asleep, but I've been watching you make pasta with squash. Oh,
Yeah,
have you done that? The spaghetti squash? Have you ever done that, Twaun?
Mm-hmm. But Miss Linda, she did hers different. She actually put hers in the microwave. I think she put it face down.
Mm-hmm. In water.
Water.
Yep, over water in a pan in the microwave. Yeah.
I've never done
spaghetti squash, and it cooks a lot faster that way.
Yeah, that's what she mentioned. She mentioned that, and she mentioned the air fryer. Whatever you did, either. So yeah, I definitely want to try the way
I don't have an air fryer yet, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, the microwave really does work good.
I think it's good. It isn't exactly the same texture as pasta. So if you're thinking,
it's not too bad.
It'll be just like pasta, it won't. But it is also, we really like even the zoodles where you do it with zucchini.
Yeah, he likes zucchini noodles the best, where you spiral the zucchini and then steam it and then put spaghetti sauce and stuff on it. And Round Mound of Zepbound says, got any more of those free boxes left? I'm trying to see something. Oh, gosh. Linda says, you're too sweet, Joe. And Joe says, happy belated birthday to Teddy. And Lucinus Gray says, please do tell how you liked it. I got a tall iced coffee in grande cup with extra sugar-free vanilla cold foam. It was yummy, but my homemade proffee is cheaper. Oh, yeah. I still prefer Dutch Bros protein. So Dutch Bros has one too, I guess. And Cookie J says, I have a free box for you, but it's empty.
Cookie is so crazy.
Oh, gosh. And Robin Lockwood says, my doctor wrote me a script for Wegovy, but it was out of stock for over a year. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gosh, it used to be horrible trying to get the meds. Remember when everything was out of stock and you'd have to like call around to get a box of stuff?
I never experienced that. So,
wow, that's great because that's happened to a lot of peeps. She said, the new doctor, I had switched me to Zepbound and I've been on it ever since. Yeah. And I used Costco's pharmacy. And back when it was hard to get Mounjaro, they always had it for me. The most I ever had to wait was a week, but usually they would have it within a day or two of me ordering it. I really lucked out, but I live in a, close to Phoenix. I'm in a city, so there's a lot of probably opportunity to get it delivered.
Cookie?
And people are laughing at Cookie because she was hilarious.
I know, right?
Yeah. And Losing It Gray says, Twaun is blessed to get a free GLP-1 box. Woo woo. Yeah. And Health at Any Cost, Barb is in the house. And she is one of my besties. Back when I did my very first video of me giving myself my shot for the very first time, I think, maybe 2 people saw that live, and she was one of them. And I was so nervous. I didn't hear the second click. And then she put in the comments, it had a second click. It clicked. It was, started giving me some advice, and we've been besties ever since. I think
she lives in Florida too, right? She's in Orlando, right?
Yeah, she's in Orlando. Barb has been on my show, I think maybe 3 times already. And when we drove our van to Florida, we got to meet Barb for the first time.
Oh,
and
nice.
We got to park our van in her driveway and sleep there for 3 nights in a row. We were able to go and hit all those fun amusement parks and had a free place to stay. And it was so much fun hanging out with Barb.
Oh, nice.
And Barb has lost over 280 pounds taking Mounjaro. And she also has her own YouTube channel, Health at Any Cost.
That's how I found her. I found her on there. Yeah. And that's how I knew she was from Orlando.
Yeah, she's amazing. And she does a Substack too, and has really, really great stuff. She's a fantastic writer. And we got Traveling Cheese saying hi to Barb. Everybody loves Barb. We all love Barb. And she says, look at all the people I love here. Yeah. And Joe says, wowzer, Robin, a whole year with no stock. Thank goodness for the new doc. Yeah, getting her on Zepbound so she can finally get some meds. And Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey says, wow, Grace, does your homemade one taste better than the coffee shops? Even though it's less expensive, does it taste better? That's a good question. I know I make my own. I use Fairlife has a 30-gram protein chocolate drink that I get at Costco, and I pour that 50-50 with my coffee, and I love it. It gives me that 15 grams of protein, and then I throw an extra scoop of Vital Proteins collagen mix in it. And I'm not sponsored by any of those. It's just what I do and what I like. Robin says, yeah, it was very popular at the time. I was trying to get on it. Oh, and she was trying to get on Wegovy. And Joe says, all those movie stars getting first dibs, Robin. Yep, a lot of movie stars lost weight on that. Is that a phase used in the U.S.? Phrase, yes, dibs. And it's one that's been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A long time. When I was a kid, I used to say, that you wanted dibs on something.
Very regional, though.
Oh, is it? I grew up in Illinois.
I didn't know that when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't know dibs?
In Arizona, no.
Wow. So you didn't want, dibs on being in the front seat with
I think we said
parents or
I
dibs?
called it.
Okay, well, I called it. It's kind of like dibs.
Yes, it is,
Yeah.
but it's not the same phrase.
There you go.
Anyway.
And let's see. And Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey says, don't forget to give this wonderful interview the thumbs up. Oh, thank you so much, Joe.
Yeah, I like that video. There's actually 40 people watching. Make sure you got 40 likes right now. I see 40.
That's right. That'd be great. That would be fantastic.
It is a phrase.
Yes, dibs is a phrase.
Not a phase. Phrase.
Not a phase, a phrase. Absolutely. And Robin says, yep, that was it. And when Zepbound was offered, I was afraid to start it because what happens if I started it and then it went out of stock with this one too? So I just tried it and so far so good. Yeah. And Robin has lost a lot of weight on Zepbound. She's almost at her goal weight. She's only like 11 pounds away. I'm really proud of her. And Barb says, Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey. You're British, Joe, right? Do you know? Is Joe British? Tuan?
I think she lives in the UK. I know her father is St. Lucia. Is from St. Lucia. I remember her saying that, but I don't remember all the other parts about her family.
Okay.
On her mom's
well,
side.
Round Mound to Zepbound. Yeah, she couldn't use the savings card because she was a federal employee. And Eli Lilly, for whatever reason, is not okay with that. And let's see. Oh, and Joe says she is. Yep. She is from the UK. She is British. And Naturalista's in the house. Yay! We love Naturalista too.
Yes.
And Barb says, Joe, I haven't commented yet, but your video on the downsized was magnificent. I laughed and loved it so much. Oh, I'll have to go check that out. We love the downsize as well. They did a cruise in June that 50 of us went on, and it was so much fun. And they're going to do another downsize cruise this coming June. So if anyone would like to meet people from Anchor Moments and people from the downsize, Jeff and I will be there again. It is a hoot and holler good time. We had so much fun. So much fun.
I think they should do a meet and greet. They doing it out of Florida again. They should do a meet and greet before the cruise because I would love to meet Chris and Lorraine. I call them the dream team.
Yeah.
I would love to meet them. I just don't want to do a cruise.
Well, you know what? When we did the cruise, and you're in Florida, so it was out of Fort Lauderdale. This time it's going to be out of Miami. We stay at the same hotel the night before, and we go out to dinner that night. So, when we figure out, I don't know what hotel we're going to stay at in Miami, because it'll probably, be different than, of course it's going to be different, Miami versus Fort Lauderdale, but we'll all be staying at the same place. So you could come down and meet us for dinner.
Yeah, I definitely can. I can see. When exactly in June? Have you know the dates?
Isn't it the 4th through the 8th? It's a Thursday through a Tuesday. Is the 4th a Thursday? If the 4th is a Thursday, then it's the 4th through the 8th.
Okay, then I should be able to come because I think I'm flying out to Jamaica the 10th, I think, of June. I have to look and see. But yeah, I know we're going on a trip to Jamaica June the 10th, I think, something like that. But I'll look and see. Yeah, because I would love to meet them. I just don't want to do a cruise. I've done so many cruises over the years, and it's like now since I'm able to fly.
That's right.
Now I don't have to use. I can sit in the seat perfectly now. I don't have to use that extender. I just want to fly me out the country, honey. Fly me out the country and let me stay and spend some time. I don't want to be on the boat no more. I don't got comfortable now with the airplane.
That is so great. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Joe says, you've made my day. And Barb says, I'm glad. I've watched your channel and watched you be interviewed on Brit channels, but this downsize interview was fantastic. And Traveling T says, hey, Tuan, I'm glad you're here. Great job on your journey. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Joe says, Lorraine was so wonderful. We were laughing right from the start. Yeah, she's a good interviewer. I got to be interviewed by them while we were on the cruise. And so it was in front of a live studio audience. It was so fun.
Oh, wow.
It was so fun. And Round Mountain Zepbound says, oh, I forgot you were federal. Dang. Yep. So that's why you couldn't use the coupon. And Losing It Gray says, Joe, I'll be honest, coffee and food always hits better when someone else makes it. That's the truth. Oh my gosh. I always feel that way about salads. You know, I get tired of my own salads, but it's always so fun when someone else makes it for me, even if it's Jeff. It could be the same ingredients in the house, but if he makes it, it tastes better to me because all I had to do was sit and smile and eat. And let's see here. More people saying hey to each other. And Pammy says something related to your channel with anchor moments. Let's see. What does she mean? Something related. Oh, for the name of the anchor moment community. Something kind of fun using anchor moments.
I had to think about it.
I know.
Nothing's coming to mind.
I know. So it'd be something kind of fun. Definitely need something fun. And Barb says, Pammy and her jammies.
Yeah, she do like to keep her pajamas on, don't she?
Yeah. And Z sending us some sun ray love.
I met Z for the first time this weekend.
Oh, fun. In Florida? Live?
Yeah, she came to my breast cancer event.
Oh,
so beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. It's always the best when you get to hug somebody that
I know, right?
Yeah, that's been in the chat forever, and then you get to see him and really hug him live. That's what I enjoyed the most about the cruise. It was just so much fun being able to meet everybody.
I know. I told Darren if he go, I might go. That's the only way I might go because I want to meet him. I can't wait to just laugh and just have a good time, just laughing with him because he have us dying laughing all the time. Because me and Kim J talked about it. We was like, yeah, Darren would go. We would go, and she and I, we were roommate. I'll do the cruise then, just so I can meet Darren.
There you go.
His crazy self.
Yeah, hopefully it's Darren will join us this next year. That'd be so fun to have him on the cruise. And Pammy's thanking me for giving her the shout out for doing the squats.
I gotta go check. I did see one of her videos. I think it was yesterday. I watched one.
Yeah. And she says, it's okay. I've slept a few days too, but we can just keep on going, Gita. That's right. I'm just starting again. I'm day one today, even though I've probably done 8 days, but I'm back to day one. And this time I'm documenting it so you guys can hold me accountable for sure. And she still needs to get in her jammies. And Mrs. Nikki says, is in the house and says, I jumped out of bed last night because I remembered I didn't do my squats. I'm proud of you, Ms. Nikki. And Barb says, Gads, my knees can't do that. And everyone's throwing some more sunshines out there. And Pammy says, I still need to get into my jammies too. It's only 5:30 here in California, but soon I just made taco meat for taco salad.
Ooh, that's
Yum.
good.
And Barb says, Twaun and I could walk at 5 a.m. and chat together. I walk that early too. Seriously. You guys do, and you're not that far away from each other. Maybe on a weekend sometime. And Pammy says, yay, and it's okay. We still post videos. I love that you posted a video. Oh, thanks, Pam. And I did give you a shout out in it too. And A. Barnett's in the house and says, I really have to start being more active. 50 squats a day is a start. That's right.
Yes,
absolutely. Absolutely. And Joe says, Barb, I've been doing a modified version, but the knees are crippling under my weight. Oh, dear. Yeah, but a modified version, you know what? Do it however works best for you. And I said when I did my first one, I'm like, you know, you can use weights, but right now I'm not doing weights yet because my left shoulder is a little bit frozen. And so that's what hurts the most for me versus the squats is lifting my arms up when I'm going up and down with each one because I can really, by the time I'm hitting 40, I'm like, just 10 more, just 10 more. And that's with nothing in my hands.
Yeah.
But I'm eventually going to get it taken care of. I know physical therapy will do it. It was from babysitting for a month, my grandbaby. and I was holding him
Should have switched
in,
arms.
yeah. Well, if I held him in my right arm, I could, or my left arm, I could use, I'm right-handed, I could use my right hand for stuff, but it made it sore. And that was back in December. I just did it for the month of December, and it's almost October and it still hurts. So I know I need to eventually go to physical therapy and get that worked on. And Cindy's in the house. Taz the Bulldog's mom. And Traveling T says, Barb is up with the chickens. She is. And she walks like 6 miles a day. She's a big time walker first thing in the morning. And Pammy says, I actually doubled up on day 1 and day 2 and felt it the next day. Oh, yeah, because that's 100 squats. Then my video didn't record, so I did 100 squats each day for the first 2 days. And Twaun was doing hers fast, and I was trying to copy. Oh my gosh! And Miss Nikki says, "Pain is weakness, leaving the body." That's right.
That's it.
That's right. And she's hey, thanks for joining us. And Joe said, "Hello, gorgeous Tamika." And Barb says, Pammy, Megan did her first post-op workout on her channel tonight. Lots of pulling. Wow. Yeah, because your daughter, didn't she, Barb? She had she might have done skin removal surgery. I believe she was thinking about doing that.
What's her channel? I want to check it out. I want to definitely watch people who doing skin removal because I probably may have to end up having it too.
Yeah, and Pammy, Mounjaro Journey with Pam, she just had it recently done. I mean, she just went back to work on Monday last week Monday when she was my guest sharing about her surgery. She just started going to work a few days before on the Thursday the week before. So she's on like 10 days that she's been back to work. But she said it was worth it. It was painful, but it wasn't like the worst pain she's ever had in her life. And she really feels like it's worth it. And she has some random videos about after her surgery on her Mounjaro Journey with Pam YouTube channel. And I've asked her to put it in a playlist, all of those together. So that way you can just go straight to that playlist and binge watch them one after another. So hopefully, Pam, you're hearing me and you've got that done now. I checked a couple of days ago. I wasn't there yet, but I'm hoping you'll do that because that will really help a lot of people. And Traveling T says, I started the squats because Mounjaro took away my booty.
Yeah, we got to start them squats, honey.
That's right. Don't want to lose that booty. Nope. I still have mine because I was worried. I was wondering if that would happen, but I got booty for days.
I lost a little bit though, but it's still some back though.
Oh yeah. You'll see when you watch me do my squats. You take a look. You can see. I got plenty of booty to spare. And Barb says, I've never had a stall either. Yeah, Barb's just really she is amazing. She has been just an amazing super responder. But the same thing, anyone ever get jealous of Barb or get jealous of you? You guys are doing the work. You're doing the work. You're getting up and you're walking and you're doing your Peloton and all your things.
Don't forget, everybody is different and every body is different.
Exactly.
That's a Mayor Mindy quote.
Mayor Mindy.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
Yep. But you guys are doing the work and the work is paying off. So super, super proud of you guys.
Thank you.
And Cindy, Taz the Bulldog's mom says, hi, Barb. Love to you always. And Pammy says, thank you, Thomas Jr. TJ, for your service to our country. I have so many family members in service too. My Uncle Keith is a Marine. Semper Fi. Did I say that right?
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
And Barb says, T, it's just sad what happens to our bottoms. Sad, flat pancake. And I used to have a giant J-Lo bottom. Everyone's saying hi. And Grant says, I noticed that too. When I'm driving for a while, it hurts now without that bottom padding. And Grant has lost a ton of weight. He looks so good. And he was also a guest on my show. And I think he's getting pretty darn close. If you're not at goal weight yet, Grant, you've got to be within.
Is he a content creator too? Content creator?
No, but he's been a great support on a bunch of our channels. He likes to follow us. He had asked me about you because I had put out there that Tuan was coming, and he said, he texted me because when he was a guest on my show, I gave him my number, and he texted me, what's the name of Tuan's channel? So I sent him your name, and so then he went to your channel for the first time, and then he texted back, he really loves your stuff. So
thank you, Grant.
He is a super supporter. We just love Grant. He is precious. And Pammy says, my stalls were only a few days to a week. Then I ate an In-N-Out burger and lost weight. But I noticed my trends of going up and down 3 pounds each week, just kind of doing a little bit of this, but still working her way down. She lost 160 pounds. As she did.
Yeah, Pam and I have been following each other for a long time. We actually follow each other on TikTok and Instagram too.
Oh, wow. That is good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Pam. And Barb says, isn't that the oddest thing, Grant, sitting on benches? Holy heck. And Grant says, I keep trying to find a driving cushion. Yep, we got one too.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Makes it more comfy. She says, excuse my language, but it hurts. No worry, Barb. And Cindy says, I've been on stall for a couple of weeks. I just dropped, thankfully. Oh, good. It's not fun being on them stalls. And Pammy says, Barb, what's Megan's channel's name? And it's called, it's got Simply in the name, I believe. Oh, shoot.
Small Things Daily.
Small Things Daily, that's right.
The next
Small Things Daily. It's Barb's daughter also lost 125 pounds, and she is an amazing content creator.
You write it down so I can check her out.
Yeah, Small Things Daily. And
I saw a video on Barb's channel where her and her daughter was sitting down talking together, but I didn't realize she was a content creator.
She started her channel not too long ago.
Okay, that's why.
She's done a lot on like Instagram and stuff because I mean she is fantastic, and her channel just went from 0 to thousands like that practically overnight. But her stuff is really good, really, really good. And Pammy says, this Wednesday, I'll be 8 weeks post-op. I still have sensitivity in my upper abs from the hernia. She had a hernia surgery, and they were able to do the hernia with the skin removal at the same time. So she had two surgeons working on her at the exact same time. And they fixed the hernia as well. She still says, I have no pain in the lower part where they removed the panty or lower tummy. So at least that part's good. She has some little zaps. She said last Monday, she still has some where she gets like this electrical zap kind of feeling on the upper part. She's thanking Barb. And Barb says, that is fantastic. Yeah, that was her first workout in 3 months since the cruise. Oh, yeah. And Barb and her daughter went on the downsize cruise with us, too. It was so much fun. And Pammy says, I've been seeing many people are buying those chair cushions because of bony booties.
Where did we get these? From Amazon?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. And Joe says, do you know what Wednesday is? It's Tuan's injection day. It's Tuan's injection day.
Yes, it is.
And A. Barnett says, 3 pounds in 4 weeks. I'm on 2.5 milligrams, so hopefully I can increase when I have my follow-up appointment. Praise God, no side effects. Yay. Hey, that's good news, A. Barnett. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, if you don't have any side effects on 2.5, I think you're going to do great on 5. But I'm not a doctor.
She's not a doctor.
Yes. Jeff's always there to make sure I say that. And Barb says, yep, that's fantastic. And Pammy says, has anyone found a good way to deal with lymphedema or lipedema? Because Pammy deals with both. I have lipedema in my legs and my arms. That's why I got the vibration plate, because it helps drain my lymph fluid, and as well as it's been good for me exercise wise too. I think it's, because you have to stay stable while you're, on the jiggling. I don't know. That is a good question. A good way to deal with both of those. I've also heard eating foods that are anti-inflammatory is supposed to help a little bit as well. And there's a kind of massage, you can go to a special massage therapist that can also massage when you have lymphedema, and it helps release some of the swelling. And they have a special machine that's kind of like tubes that you can put your legs in, and then it does a squeezing
Compression.
Special compression. It's very, very expensive, so you would need a doctor to prescribe it for you, so you could get it at a decent price. But on your own, it'd be pretty expensive, because I was looking into that as well. And they also say wearing compression leggings is supposed to help too. Is supposed to help some.
Did you have to get checked out though from an artery doctor before they were able to help you with some of that stuff?
Well, it was an artery doctor that diagnosed me with having lipedema. I have the lipa one. The lymphedema, if you have one leg that's bigger, that could be lymphedema. And if your feet and hands also, if it's in your legs and your feet also swell, that can be a lymphedema with the LY. And that one is more likely that your insurance will help you with stuff. The lipedema, the LIP one, is a lot harder because there hasn't been as many studies and things on that one. And a lot of doctors don't know to diagnose you with it either. That's just like, yeah, you're fat, you got cellulite, whatever. But lipedema has little nodules in there that are painful, and it's a fatty tissue disease. But there's not enough stuff out there about it yet. And it usually hits women versus men, which just my own little thing on that. Guys, if they can't get it up, man, they are working on all kinds of stuff to help them, because it's still kind of more of a man's world yet, where it takes longer, I think, for them to do things for women. And if there's a disease that just hits women, it's a lot harder to get them research dollars. But that is a Gina thought on that.
Now, didn't they say something about pumpkin seeds and magnesium or something like that? Or am I thinking of something different?
That's interesting.
I make it with poop, magnesium.
Okay.
And pumpkin
Never mind.
seeds. Barb says, Pammy, I have lymphedema in my right lower leg. I wear a compression sock on it from first thing in the morning to right before bed. Yep, and that's one of the things that they suggest for that. And A. Barnett says, thank you. And Calamity Jane says, limoncello spritz. Limoncello and club soda is a game changer. Limoncello aids in digestion.
I think that's when you were talking about your spanking.
Oh,
maybe.
Yes, having my Mounjaro spankings. And Linda's Journey says, at Barnett, I was on 2.5 milligrams Zepbound for 20 weeks and lost 44 pounds with no side effects. That is fantastic. And if you're losing a lot of weight at the lower doses of medication, there's no reason to titrate up until your weight loss stalls. But if you're like going, no reason to do more. Wow, 44 pounds on 2.5 milligrams. That is absolutely fantastic, Linda. Wow, that is great. And Barb says, no vibration plates For people with bad backs, oh yeah, maybe. People need to know that. My spine is crushed from being so fat my whole life. The doctor screamed when I asked if I could use it. Screamed, no. Yep, that's why you always should talk to your doctor first about any of these things that we recommend. And I did ask my doctor about the vibration plate, and it was recommended for me. But my back is fine. It's just my legs and arms. I don't know. And Barb, when I had my hysterectomy, that's when I first got my vibration plate. And actually it was my cancer surgeon who gave me my hysterectomy. I asked him, because I just gotten the vibration plate from Mother's Day, and my surgery was right around Mother's Day. And I asked him how long I'd have to wait to use it. And he had told me, not to stand on it after my surgery, but I could sit down in a chair and put my feet on it and let it, wiggle my legs, and that would be okay, but not to stand on it after my surgery. And I did do that. And he said, just for a few minutes each day, and it felt kind of good. And helped with some of the swelling.
Take the advice of
But you always have to take advice of your doctor. But I wonder,
right,
your doctor, if you were sitting down in a chair, and then, in a comfortable chair, and if you had your feet on it, if that would be an okay thing. But if the answer is no, the answer is no.
Or the answer was no.
No! Oh, gosh. And Joe says, oh, that's a really important point, Barb. Always check with your medical team. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Linda's Journey says, my doctor said no need to move up in your doses unless food noise comes back or it gives you a stall. Absolutely. And to lose 44 pounds on 2.5 milligrams and you're still going, you want to stay on that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And A. Barnett says, whoa, that's amazing. Do you work out a lot? And Pammy says, I really like PB Fit too, that powdered peanut butter. It's delicious. I add it to brownies, to my Devotion Nutrition brownie batter or blueberry, and I make mini waffles or mini loaves putting that in there. Yeah, I really like it too. Delicious. I never thought about putting it in pancakes, but you'd have like a peanut butter pancake. Calamity Jane says, Linda, I've actually thought about going back to 2.5 milligrams. 5 milligrams just suppresses a lot for me. I'm going to give it a few more months. Okay. Yeah, because you need to be able to eat something. You got to get nutrition in too. And Pammy loves coconut. And Linda's Journey says, at Barnett, I walk on a treadmill and I've been participating in the 59 squat challenge.
She meant 50.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens
The
sometimes.
9 is right next to
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad you're joining us, Linda. And Barb says, always remember that it is 80% food choices and 20% exercise that makes for weight loss. I like the saying, you can't outrun the fork.
Right.
That is true. Okay, I got a funny story with that, outrunning the fork. My freshman year in college, that's when I first started really gaining weight. But I always worked on it in high school, but I was like, sometimes I was practically borderline anorexic, just trying to stay skinny. But when I went to college and we were eating pizza and drinking beer and all that stuff, my first semester I gained 40 pounds. And I went from 110 pounds to 150 on a short body. And when I came home, my mom, who is a nurse practitioner, was mortified. And she was like, oh my gosh, Gina, there are pregnant ladies that don't gain that much weight in that amount of time. You got to slow it down. You got to slow it down, honey. And I was like, okay, but I wasn't exercising, and then studying while eating, and we didn't have junk food in the house. And, but here I was getting all this fabulous tasting junk food in college. And so I was like, okay, so second semester, I told my girlfriends, we got to work on our weight. Who wants to exercise with me? And so we all decided we'd go swimming. and there was a beautiful swimming pool at Eastern Illinois University, really, really long. And we would go every night. And we sort of swam a little bit. We chatted a lot. We splashed around. We flirted with guys. We laughed and had a good time. And we got a little bit of swimming in. But when we would leave the swimming pool, and maybe we burned 200 calories swimming, because we weren't, like going, back and forth. We were not pulling a Mayor Mindy and just, doing laps and not, it was a very social event to go swimming, and we get a little exercise there. So maybe 200 calories. But right next to the swimming pool was a Dairy Queen. And oh yes, so this is spring of 1985. And what came out? Yeah, what came out around that time? Blizzard. So we would go to Dairy Queen after we went swimming because we were so good, we deserved a treat. And we'd each get a blizzard. A small blizzard has about 800 calories in it. So even if we had the small Butterfinger blizzard or whatever, we'd only burned off 200 calories, but we're taking in 800. So we're up 600 calories on top of anything else we did that day. Did not lose weight doing swimming. But yeah, it was that you can't outrun the fork. Yes. So that is true. Though exercise is very good for you. So if you find a way to get some movement in, it does make a difference. But what you're eating really makes a giant difference too. You can't outswim a blizzard. Oh. Yes. And yet Twaun is on Eastern time, so we're going to have to zip up here pretty quick so she can go to bed. But we're almost done here. And A. Barnett's going to try to get more active. And Robin says her knees aren't good, but she's going to try to do the squat thing. And you can try to do maybe a modified squat if you'd like, Robin. And Traveling T has a question. Twaun, has the grandkids noticed you look different? Just wondering about the young minds. Are they aware?
Yes, they are aware. And it's so funny because it seems like my stomach is going to be the last thing to go. And my grandson, he swears he's my personal trainer at times. And he'd be like, come on. They call me Nina. They don't call me grandma. Like, come on, Nina, come on. We gotta go. Your stomach's still big. Your stomach's still big. But they do realize that I've lost, from time to time, we look at pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, they've noticed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know if Jeff, Twaun gave me one picture, and it's her losing 125 pounds. So it's 4 pictures of her at different weights, getting down to about where she is now. But we didn't put it in here to put it up as a slide, did we? Or did you?
No, we did not.
No, we did not. But it is in the thumbnail. So if you'd like to see, can you pull it up?
I don't know.
See if you can pull it up. But it is a big difference, that 125. And aren't you more like 128 or something like that today?
Yes. Mm-hmm. 127.7. Yeah. I was at 130. I had got to 130.3, but I gained weight the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if this works.
Jeff's going to see if he can pull it. Yay! He was able to do it. He was able to pull it up. Yay! So there it is. And if you go from left to right, wow, it is a big difference.
And so that's 194.4. That's the very first day that I gave myself my injection.
Wow. Wow. Mm-hmm. And look at that. That is fantastic. That is so fantastic, Twaun.
Thank you.
And you know what I love about you too, and all the shows that I've watched so far? I love all your fashion.
Oh, thank you.
You wear pretty stuff. You find all kinds of fun outfits, even your workout clothes. Just very, very, very beautiful. I really love your style.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks I'm so glad you were able to do that, Jeff. He was able to do it because he saved it on his computer for making the thumbnail. And Linda says, Jane, I'm on 5 milligrams for a year now. Still no side effects. That's great. For me, my only side effects, the 3 Mounjaro spankings, but 3 days out of 90 weeks. And I always have to try to stay ahead of constipation. But I was always kind of that way even before I started taking the medication. So it's just a little bit more. So I have to stay on top of it. Have you had any side effects being on Zepbound?
Yes. One of my major side effects. Well, for some reason, I always have this postnasal drip with this one side here, and I never knew it was from Zepbound until around Mount of Zepbound was talking about it, Charles. And I was like, I noticed ever since I started taking the Zepbound that I've been having to, run your nose a lot, and it's always this right nostril. So I have that. And then once I got to 12.5 milligrams, I started having really bad fatigue. So I started taking B12. My doctor, my nurse practitioner at this time, I started going to her instead of the doctor. She was telling me to take the like 3 of them, 3. It was they come in 1,000 mcg, so I was taking 3.
Okay.
But then as soon as I started 15 milligrams, it was so bad. It was so bad. I used to be walking around like a zombie day 1 and day 2 at work. It's like I'm walking in slow motion, like a zombie. Yeah, and so it got so bad. The very first week, and this started at 12.5, walking like a zombie and stuff. But the very first week, I did my 15 milligram injection that Wednesday. The next day, that Thursday, I was at work on my break, and I had my phone in my hand like this, watching somebody's video on YouTube, and all I know, my phone hit the desk and my chin hit my chest. I was on my break, but I was like, oh my goodness. I went to the bathroom, put some water on my face, I wake myself up and stuff. Coming home from work the next day, the very next day, it was a wreck. Traffic was bad. We come into complete stop, red lights, all kind of stuff. Lines long down the road. I fell asleep. And when I fell asleep, I got on the phone. I called my husband. I was like, hey, I need this person. Because one of the guys that worked with my husband, him and his wife is a nurse practitioner, advanced nurse practitioner. They own a hydration bar.
Okay.
And I said, I need the number now. I need to make an appointment. So I went in Friday, which was day 2, and I started getting the, what is it called? Lipomino injection. I got so much energy from that injection. I got it on the Friday. Saturday morning, I was outside at 5 o'clock walking my 3 miles. That wasn't enough. I started hula hooping, pulled out the jump rope. I had energy from days.
What is in that? I mean, you're getting hydration when you did it, but what did they put in there other than
I didn't do the IV, I did the injection. It's called Lipomino.
Lipomino.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It has carnitine in it. It has some type of B12 in it. And I can't remember what else. I don't remember what else. But I did do a video. And she was talking about it, telling people about it. And some of my sunrays actually, one of my sunrays I know for a fact that live locally, she goes there now and get the injection. Another sunray lives in New Jersey. She had a consultation and the lady just shipped the vial and the needles to her so she can start. She's licensed in different states: Ohio, Connecticut, Washington, New Jersey, Tennessee, Texas, and Florida, where she can actually send you the medication and things like that. But it's called Lipomino. And several of my sunrays, they do different types of that injection. They have different kinds, where they have different medications in it and stuff like that.
And it's something you definitely want to talk to your doctor about, just to make sure there's not some other medication you're taking.
I had asked her about it like way prior, because when I start feeling all the fatigue, different sunrays was telling me that what they're taking. So I asked her about it. So she said, well, you don't need all that. Just get some regular B12s. And that'll help you. B12 vitamins. Well, the B12 vitamins didn't help me. So I needed the Lipomino injection.
Okay. I know for me, if I don't drink enough water, it makes me really tired. and I get more tired and sleepy, but I know I need to hydrate. And that,
yeah,
that
water
makes
has
a
never been
difference.
a problem for me.
And you're supposed to
Vanessa,
drink more
Vanessa's
water
in the
when you're on the
chat.
medication too, because the medication can dehydrate you a little bit. So you need to drink more water than you would have done without being on Mounjaro or Zepbound.
Yeah. Yeah, so the lady in New Jersey, she actually in the chat, she's like, hey, I'm here. Took it Friday. I feel great.
Oh, good. But that's good to know because I've never heard of that before. A. Barnett said, it took me a year before I could do anything physical but walk to the end of the driveway. But you got to do what you can do. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Barb did. And she talks about that on her channel. And the first time that I interviewed her is just amazing. Went from just walking to the end of her driveway and back. And then before you know it, she's now walking 6 miles a day. But she started small and did what she could do. And Joe says, I have problems with my mobility and dexterity. At Barnett, movement of any kind is so good for us, especially while we're on the health journey. And I will tell you, swimming is great. And even, I know I made the joke about, when I was in college and I went swimming and it didn't help. It only didn't help because we were going to get Dairy Queen afterwards and having an 800 or more calorie blizzard. But swimming is so good for your joints and stuff too. It's something that you can do. I don't know. It's my favorite. Even when one of my lenses popped out of my glasses. They're not prescription though. I just do readers. I'll pick up a different pair of readers here. But
I guess you're not wearing those.
Nope. But I love swimming. That's my favorite exercise. Even if I'm tired, I can hop in the pool and then I'll feel better after I do some laps. And Barb says, I've been on 15 milligrams for 2+ years and only have mild constipation that's taken care of with fiber supplements. That's great, Barb. And Sin says, awesome story. And Sandy says, hey there, we got Sandy Murphy in the house. Hey there, GLP family. Good to see you, Sandy. Barb's getting some love. And Pammy says, Teddy, you and I have back-to-back birthdays. Mine was 9/27. Well, happy birthday, Pam.
Happy birthday, Pam.
Yeah. And Barb says, Sin, I can't wait to see your interview on the downsize. And she's saying hi to Sandy. And A. Barnett says, amen. And I believe that was for your story, Tuan. Oh, we're getting some love from Wellness Eliza. And Sin says, yes, preach. Telling your journey helps so many. We need each other.
Yes,
we really do, you guys.
We really do.
Mm-hmm. And Sin says, I just subscribed. Yay! And Traveling T says, Barb said, find your tribe. We all have found our tribe. Great community.
Yes.
Yeah, we love you guys. And Losing It Grays gave me that was probably my story about Girl Scouts. Possibly.
Yeah.
And Pammy says, my husband just told me as he came back from the grocery store and an older lady was struggling to get her card to what?
Look at her next comment.
Oh. Shoot, Jeff. I lost it. Can you get the one that of Pammy's? Pammy's got 4 of them here. Make sure we get in the right order. I'm right there. Sorry, guys. While Jeff's finding that, I will tell you that Girl Scout story with the tin cup, one of the difference it made is I became a Girl Scout leader for my daughter's troop. No, I made it so we never had dues. We did everything with our cookie money. And so that way, no girl would ever have to worry about that. So I would never do dues. We just do whatever we made with cookie money. That was good enough. And that's what we did. And we had a blast. We used to go surfing at Camp Surf in California with our cookie money. It was so much fun. Plus, we did a lot of volunteer stuff too, which was great as well. Wow, did I really screw that up?
I don't know, Dan.
There it is.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. I really did mess that up.
More comments, less chatting.
All right.
Yeah, 'cause you got a lot of comments in here. You got a lot of comments.
Yeah. All right. So Pammy says, my husband just told me as he came back from the grocery store, an older lady was struggling to get her card to pay for her little bit of groceries and said she was sorry. It was the day before her Social Security check payment. And A. Barnett says, wow, that's sad. So thankful it caused you to have compassion and show us loving kindness. And Pammy says, I think this is one way God teaches us to be compassionate. I always say we go through hard times because one day we can help somebody too.
Yeah.
And that is so true. And we did. I'll tell you, my Girl Scout troop that I was a leader of, one of the things we do is called the Stuff with Love Boutique. And I do have a playlist about, it was our Silver Award project where we would, it's kind of like a multi-family garage sale the first year we did it, where we took our stuff to Sunshine Acres Children's Home, it's a foster care community, as well as to low-income free after-school daycare. And we created a store, and we were able to let children shop for free for Christmas, and we helped them wrap their presents for their family, and all for free. And it was so much fun. And the first year it was a Silver Award project, but we kept doing it. It's been around now for 16 or 17 years now, I think. We'll be doing it this year.
That's awesome. That's nice. That's a good thing, man.
One year while my troop was doing it, one of the girls in my troop, her dad got laid off. And so at the end of the Stuff with Love Boutique, we'd take the leftovers and we would donate it to charities, that they could have our leftover stuff. And that year I was able, with the mom and daughter, without the other girls there. So the other girls in the troop didn't know, but she was able to shop for her family with some of the leftovers before we gave it to charity. You just learn to help each other,
Right.
You just learn to help each other. Aww.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And Sandy says, I didn't know Tuan before now, but I'm so excited to be following her journey. Yay! That's why I bring these people on. So yeah, we can add to our tribe and see more journeys and be inspired.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Precious life full of Christ. Thank you for being real, telling your journey.
You're
Absolutely. And Journey of Life says, hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing good today. Saying hi to us. And Pammy says, we can help and we'll be more empathetic. Yeah. And Joe says, hey, Angie, and gave some hugs. And Pammy says, sorry, Tuan, our autocorrect keeps changing your name to Twain.
I know. I see it all the time.
Yeah, I keep trying to stop myself to make sure I say it correctly and I don't say it by the way people are spelling it by accident. Oh, and Pammy says, beautiful. Do they offer those for YouTube or TikTok? I'm not sure. I wonder if she's talking about when you get offers from businesses that email you to give you free stuff, hoping that you will do a video about their products that they give you.
My stuff is for YouTube, but TikTok do send stuff to people because my youngest daughter, she gets products all the time for TikTok, for her to share stuff on her TikTok channel. Okay. So they will do it. Mm-hmm.
And Journey of Life says, Joe, hey, beautiful lady, how are you? I was watching you earlier and I love the earrings. Red is definitely your color. And Pammy says, girl, get that bike.
Yeah, I'm working again. I'm gonna definitely get it.
Yeah, you gotta say yes to that. A $3,000 bike. Oh my gosh. And Joe says, love you, Angie. And I do love red. And Pammy says, my husband spends so much money on his e-bikes. I still can't ride a bike with my bad knee. Yeah, you got to take care of yourself for sure. People are saying, hey. And Robin says, I have a friend recovering from a bad accident she had on the e-bike. Yeah, you got to be careful. The kind that I want is a tricycle one. So it's less likely to tip over. And get an e-trike. And they have e-trikes now. I think that'd be kind of fun with a basket. So I can like put things in it and go to the store or whatever. Yeah. Hey, Wellness with Liza says, good evening to everybody. And Round Mound of Zepbound says, if Darian goes on anyone's page before mine, we riot. We're all fighting over him, and it's Darian on our show.
People fighting over Darian.
That's right. A lot of love on Darian. But he's such a hoot. He'd be so much fun. Aw, people are sharing their love with each other. Hey, Deb Zimmerman's in the house and says hi to us. And yep, Joe's laughing. And Barb says the DS is pinning Darian down, but I understand, Charles. Yep, everybody wants its Darian. Oh my goodness. And people are laughing about the RMZ. Let's see. Joe says, hi, Liza. Hope you're well. And more people saying hi to each other. Oh, and we got Tammy Griffin in the house. Hi, Tammy. And Pammy says, oh, I had the pumpkin cold foam with light pumpkin sugar-free vanilla pumps for my free Starbucks for my birthday. Oh, that sounds very fancy. And Deb saying hi to everybody. And happy birthday to Pam. And Harjareen says, I was the other person that saw that live, Gina. Were you? The first time that I gave myself my shot, I think there was only like two of you, you and Barb. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I saw when she put that comment in there. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Because there was just like two people. You think of the billions of people that are on YouTube. Wow, that is so cool. Hey, Small Things Daily. That's Barb's daughter. Right there.
Oh, that's her. Okay, Small Things Daily. Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing her and Barb sitting down talking together. I think when she first started her medication or something on Barb's channel. But I wrote hers down. I'm gonna have to go check her out.
Yeah, she's really awesome. And A Barnett says 280. Awesome. Yeah, Barb lost 280 pounds.
That's wonderful.
And Small Things Daily says, hi, Tuan. I'm a twin who's also down 125 pounds. Happy to discover you.
Awesome.
And Journey of Life says, autocorrect is fun. Want to change your name to Twain so bad instead of Tuan.
Mm-hmm.
And people are saying hi to each other. Oh, shoot. Do it. Jumped again. Oh, good gravy. There we go. There we go. And yep, just having the hardest time with autocorrect. And Small Days Daily saying hi, Mom, to Barb. And everyone's saying hey. And let's see here. Yep, and they're twins because they both have lost 125 pounds. And Barb says, Journey of Life, Angie, Megan is my middle child. Yeah, Barb has 3. And Cookie's here. It says, Texas here. We grew up calling first dibs. All right. And more people just saying, hey, oh my goodness. Is there any more? Joe says, I just love how much fun Jeff had on the cruise. Hey, and Jeff did not want to go. For 35 years, I begged him to take me on a cruise, and he would not go. And Mayor Mindy talked him into it. And I told him, if he goes on this one cruise and hates it, I never ask him again. And he's like, you'd stop nagging. I'm like, yep. If you hated it, then I'd go again. I'd go with girlfriends without you, but you would never, I'd never ask you again. And it ended up, he loved it. He had a blast. We had so much fun. We already signed up for the next one. And Calamity Jane thinks Joe would like it.
That's how far you've gotten in the comments. And this is how
Oh
far
my
you still have
gosh.
to go.
Oh, good go.
Maybe
Oh.
you should.
All right, let's just scroll fast and see if there's questions. Or
Yeah,
we'll never be able to let Twaun go back to sleep.
Skip through all the ones where everybody's saying hello, hello, that type of thing.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, we got Jennifer in the house. Jennifer Holman. Hi, Jennifer. All right, looking through here. Let's see. Oh, Small Things Daily. Let's see. She says, I loved watching your interview with Pammy about her surgery. Could totally relate. I'll be 9 weeks out this week for my tummy tuck and breast lift. I thought Megan had done that. I wasn't 100% sure, but I thought so. So that's good to know, Twaun, that she did.
I have to check that out. I'm definitely interested in hearing about her tummy tuck.
And look through here, see if there's any more questions. Oh, we got Vanessa here. Huh?
Go to the next one.
Ooh, here, about the Lipo Mini.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lipo Mini Mix can have a variety of B6, B1, B12, maybe carotene.
Carnitine.
That could be a...
That help burns fat.
Oh, okay. All right, so a lot of things in that. And she says, one brand of that injection is from Limpia, and it says to boost metabolism, increases energy, supports weight loss journey. Before you ever take anything like that, though, seriously, ask your doctor first, just to be sure. So you don't take something that would be harmful, only helpful. All right, let's see. All right. Now I'm down to the bottom here. And Sandy says, have you done your shot yet? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you did your shot.
All right. No, I have not. And thank you for reminding me. Let me take it real quick here before. Oops. I mean to flash you guys. I'll do my tummy. Let's see. Let's do 6 o'clock. Under my belly button, at least 2 inches. Always clean with an alcohol swab. Then you take off the gray cap because you don't want to you have to do that first or it'll ruin your shot. I've done that before. That was not fun. Then change to unlock. And, oh wait, I'd like to sit down. Here we go. Easy peasy. Dun, da, da, da. Done. Yay.
Yay. Shot day. Injection day.
Injection day. Yep. And, Journey of Life's never been on a cruise before either. And I do have a playlist of every day that we were on that cruise and we had a ball. We'd love to have you join us. And Journey of Life's doing her shot with us too on Mondays. Yeah, go ahead and tell us. When do you go live?
Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
I saw Grant ask the question.
There we go. So Thursdays. All right.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Got it. Okay. We're caught up. We did a little fast on there. But We love and appreciate
I'm
all
glad
of
Sandy
you.
asked the question because we got so going. You would have probably forgot to give yourself your injection.
Yes, but now it's done. I am all good. Oh, Twaun, it was just a blast having you here today. Thank you for sharing your journey, and I hope it brings you more subscribers to your channel.
Yeah, I'm almost at 20,000. I think when I looked this morning, I needed a little over 100.
Wow, that is fantastic. And I appreciate you coming on a small channel like mine. I'm at, I think 3,700-ish in there. So haven't hit 4,000 yet, but just trying. We keep going. I believe in the power of one, and every video before I go live, I pray to God that there's at least one person somewhere that my video can make a difference for. And then it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, it helps even just one.
Grant say he's in West Virginia. My nephew went to college in West Virginia. I actually saw snow for the first time when I went to West Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my nephew went to school there. He played football for one of those little small colleges in West Virginia.
Aww.
Yeah.
And Journey of Life says, lucky you, Grant. I'm in Cali and feels like everyone but Pammy is on Eastern time. Yeah, it's only 7:15 here, but it is after 10 o'clock for Miss Twaun here and
Yeah,
Grant.
and I used to be asleep, but I'm up because my husband had eye surgery today, so I'm off work tomorrow, so that's why I'm up. Normally I'd be asleep.
Okay. So I lucked out. And his surgery went okay? His surgery went okay?
Everything went well. Yeah, everything went well.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It was outpatient surgery, so
okay.
In and out.
Hey, you got a new subscriber, Miss Nikki. Yay!
She's already subscribed to me. She's talking about your channel.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Nikki. I appreciate that. Yay! And I go live every Monday, and then on Sundays we have a weight loss book club, and we're not doing weight loss books that are fad diets, that kind of thing. Just anything that can help you when you're on a Mounjaro journey. We did salt, sugar, fat. Right now we're reading Dave on the Pens GLP-1 book. We did Atomic Habits, fun stuff like that.
Now, what time you normally go live?
So on Monday nights, sometimes it's 5 o'clock Pacific, sometimes 5:15, sometimes 5:30.
3 hours, right? 3 hours Eastern Standard Time. 3 hours,
and it's 3 hours later Eastern. So 5 o'clock is 8 o'clock your time. But back in November when there'll be a time change. But right now it's 3 hours later. So Monday night you'll catch me somewhere between 8 and 8:30 Eastern time, which is between 5 and 5:30 Arizona time. But I do post if I'm going to be at 5 o'clock, 5:15, or 5:30 Pacific in advance, so that way people know when to hop on. But I definitely wanted to do it earlier because I knew people were going to love you in my group, and they were going to ask a lot of questions and stuff. So I knew we'd go long, so I thought we better start early, so that way you're not too tired at the end. And I'm in Arizona. And Arizona does not do the time change. It's always the same time. We never fall back and spring forward. It's just always whatever time it is. It never switches for us. And so it's always confusing when there's the switch because we don't switch up or back with you guys. But right now, we're the same time in California, which is Pacific. I think they call us Mountain Standard Time in Arizona, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Yep. And people are glad that your husband's okay.
Yes, he's okay. Oh. He has a little pain, but other than that, he's okay.
Yep. And our Sunday book club is we used to be at 1 o'clock, but we've been going to a later mass in the morning. And so it's in Scottsdale, so it's a longer drive and commute. So I've switched it to 1:30. So 1:30 Pacific time, which is 4:30 Eastern. when we do our book club. We're a book club for busy people, so we only do 1 chapter a week, except the current book that we're doing Dave Knapp on the Pens book, because the chapters are so short. We're doing for next week, we're doing 2 chapters instead of 1, but usually we're just 1 chapter a week. So it's a nice, easy book club. Yeah, and Pammy hates the time changes too. All right, that is all the comments we have for now. We need to see who gets to wear, what 3 people get to wear a crown tonight. Let's take a look here. Our top 3 fans tonight. 3rd place is Journey of Life. Yay! 2nd place is Ms. Nikki. Woot woot! One of our new Anchor Moments subscribers. And number 1 is Mounjaro Journey with Pam. Yay!
I figured Pam, she been commenting up something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she won by a landslide for sure.
Oh, get it, Pam.
Yes. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody.
Awesome.
Love you guys. Thanks so much, Tuan. I look forward to doing a live with you when we're in Florida in March. I'll let you know when we're in your area, and we'll find a place to meet up and do a live together in person. And thank you so much for being here with us tonight. All right, everybody, hold on to your anchor moments and make it a great day. Bye-bye.